the boss. I want to return to the Sinwish Syndicate.
Ma'am, maybe it's time to rest in peace. Don't you remember dying during that mission a few weeks ago? The you right now is just a lingering obsession left behind after death. According to the provisions of the Fey Kind Protection Act, ghosts are not considered the same as they were while alive. In other words, you are a new Imaginee, barely 3 months old.
Are you a lawyer or a gangster? I gave my life for the Sinwish Syndicate, and now you mean to shut me out?
These two are members of the Sinwish Syndicate?
Don't you get it? The old you's dead, and even your criminal record got wiped clean. The leader's trying to say that now you've got a chance to keep to the straight and narrow. You shouldn't come back to the gang. How am I supposed to convince you? Hey, Fox Girl, you eavesdropping over there?
I'm just a Xianzhou person here to talk business. Could you tell me which way to the Sinwish Syndicate? I come from the Xianzhou to discuss a deal. A deal that wears me down, yet tears my enemies apart.
Business? From the Xianzhou? The Sinwish Syndicate office is just across the river. Have a safe journey.
He doesn't seem to have understood the passphrase. But the news that the Xianzhou's #1 assassin is coming has already spread through the organization.
Would you be interested in learning about our Research Society of Happy Smiles?
Sounds like a sales pitch.
Sales pitch? No. We just want to give you a gift. A genuine smile of happiness straight from the heart.
A genuine smile is the power of happiness shining from within. Our Research Society of Happy Smiles can grant you real joy, happiness, and laughter, starting today. Join now and receive our Golden Rules of Life's Happiness book series, along with a full Wish TV membership. You can watch every program free for a whole year.
Isn't this just another sales pitch? Getting tangled up with a fellow merchant will only waste my time. Better to make her back off. I'm sorry, but I'm here to meet with the Sinwish Syndicate.
What a pity. If you ever need the Research Society of Happy Smiles, please reach out to me anytime.
Members of the Sinwish Syndicate? probably has nothing to do with Madame Yao's mission. I should look somewhere else.
Bro, how much longer do we have to wait?
What, are your legs giving out? Idiot. Boss told us to wait here as a show of respect. Now behave yourselves!
Could that big guy be the contact from the Sinwish Syndicate?
Hey, you fox over there. You've been staring at us long enough. Got something to say?
May I ask, is this the Sinwish Syndicate's turf up ahead?
Yeah, so what?
I should act tough and say less than what I want to say. Since this is the Sinwish Syndicate's turf ahead, not only am I going in, you will invite me in with respect.
What did you say? You're here to stir up trouble, aren't you?
I come from the Xianzhou to discuss a deal. A deal that wears me down, yet tears my enemies apart.
You're the guest our boss invited? Hold on. I nearly fell for that. Looking all delicate. How could you possibly be the Xianzhou's #1 assassin? Spill it! How did you know the passphrase?
Why don't you take off your sunglasses and let me see if you still have your eyes? The Xianzhou's #1 assassin is nothing more than a nickname coined by the common folk. I have always considered myself a merchant.
A merchant?
Isn't a hired killer the oldest trade in the world? By the way, Mr. Imagine, do you know why they call me #1?
You never miss a shot?
Not quite. I kill in bulk. The way to keep business going is to offer a little extra. If they pay for one person to be silenced, I throw in 2 more. With that hot temper of yours, always picking fights, you've probably given your boss plenty of headaches. I doubt the boss would mind if I took you as a bonus kill.
You punk! How dare you disrespect the underboss!
Shut up, all of you. The boss's orders come first. My name is Kostine. Sorry about my underling's rudeness earlier. I'll cut a finger off later to make amends.
There's no need for that. I only collect heads, not fingers.
No worries. It won't be my finger anyway.
These brutes should be easy to handle. They've never seen the face of the Xianzhou's #1 assassin, so this'll be much simpler.
What should I call you? Yelling assassin, assassin every time just won't cut it.
Just call me the Tarrying Fugue.
Terror in fog. That name oozes menace. Completely overwhelming.
Now then, can you lead the way?
That's the Sinwish Syndicate headquarters across the river. Quite impressive, don't you think? Please, follow me.
Is this the passage in the painting?
Of course. Sinwish Syndicate has it under our command for now.
Who's this fox?
Lady Terranfog, you went the wrong way.
Welcome home, Underboss!
Is this the one the boss brought in?
Underboss, I mean no disrespect, but is this frail woman really the one the boss invited?
That's right. Her name is the Terror in Fog. Spread the word that the Sinwish Syndicate has secured the Xianzhou's #1 assassin.
Underboss, beat me if you want, but I gotta say, are you serious? Are we really counting on this delicate woman for the Phantasmoon Games?
The Phantasmoon Games. Is that why they hired a Stellaron hunter to do their bidding?
These Phantasmoon Games are a once-in-a-lifetime chance for the Sinwish Syndicate to rise. This woman doesn't look like she has what it takes, and we're trusting her. If she blows it, how are we supposed to save face?
Underboss, we haven't been duped, have we? If word gets out, the other gangs will laugh us out of town.
All of you, shut up! Useless. Lady Terranfog would wipe the floor with you even if you all came at once. Since you doubt her, why not let Lady Terranfog show you a few moves? Lady Terranfog, what do you say? I can find you a few sparring partners. No need to hold back.
I thought you were naive, but looks like you're just playing good cop, bad cop to test me.
I'm neither good nor bad. Just opportunistic.
Still playing dumb, huh?
Boss of the Sinwish Syndicate. Your people wouldn't be doing this on their own. I know you can hear me. I came for business. Making friends would be a fine bonus. But if not, that's fine with me. If you still want this deal, cut the tricks.
A real expert is something else. You speak with such overwhelming presence, though we barely understand a word. Come on, show us a move. We fight and bleed every day, and that's the only way we'll be convinced.
Oh no. These brutes are not interested in a win-win situation at all.
When in doubt, open the 3 strategy pouches I entrusted to you. Inside are tactics I divined, certain to break any deadlock and aid your journey.
Looks like it's time. Huh?
Just keep alive and open the 2nd strategy pouch once you're done.
What kind of strategy is this? There's barely anything helpful in here.
Looks like Lady Terranfog isn't impressed with your skills. Out of my way! When I was young, I dreamed of becoming a musician. Fate had other plans, and I was dragged into a world of violence. But even then, I never let go of my love for music and rhythm. Even in battle, I kept honing my singing and instrumental skills. And that's how I forged my one-of-a-kind fighting style. They called me the Roaring Costine!
Oh, Prince! The underboss is getting serious!
Lady Terranfog, I humbly challenge you. Show the Sinwish Syndicate the assassination skills you're so proud of.
Hold back against these. Have some fun. Try some fun.
Second of the Terranfog.
The power of the destruction within me. It's so hard to control. Madam Yao, done everything in my power to keep them alive, as you said.
As we've written,
Dreams of a past life are now all. Let us dance once more. Unite our goals.
my turn! Here!
Again. Again.
You can't run! Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move!
Clouds scattered. Time for some sweet. Treat our guests nicely. Don't worry. Night falls. Good night. Trust me. We can do anything! Stop messing around. Have some fun.
Try that again!
You can do it! No holding back. Dream vanished.
Tough luck running into me! Here!
Your time to shine.
You can't run! As we've written,
Have we met? Share good fortunes. Dreams of a past life. Let us dance once more.
try hard. Watch this awesome move!
Don't worry, night falls. Good night. Don't want to take your life. Back down while you still can.
A true warrior of the Sinwish Syndicate fears no death. Don't underestimate my resolve.
Underboss, bad news. 2 more weird dudes just showed up.
Cut your bull. I can see for myself.
Never thought visiting an ally would mean crashing into a local gang's hall.
Oh. This will take some explaining.
What a twist of fate. But for us to reunite with an old friend here? So be it.
You two, stand down! Listen well. This will be an honorable duel.
A duel? You dare duel a Xianzhou?
Xianzhou's #1 assassin? And you still dare to act so brazen?
Huh? Wait, huh? What do you mean, Xianzhou's #1 assassin? Who exactly are you?
Even a cunning hare keeps 3 burrows. Who ever told you there was only one Xianzhou's #1 assassin?
So, there are 3 of you?
No, it's 300. Times have changed. The title Xianzhou's #1 assassin is already a brand. At my side stands the organization's 7th-ranked Holopian Reaper, the Winged Death Knell. He sends every target into the sweetest sleep of death. And this one is the 2nd-ranked assassin in the organization. A ruthless killer surpassed only by me. His spear strikes like a falling star, and his presence soars like a dragon. They call him the Jade Dragon.
Then you are...
You can call me Whistling Flame Fox. I humbly hold the top position in our organization, though I mostly handle business relations and HR work. Hard to believe, isn't it?
Come on, madam. It's pointless to say anything now. If you want this gentleman to know you speak the truth, let our brother show off a bit of his spear work. That will convince them.
I say, there's no need for that. Course tied. You insisted on testing them and got nothing out of it, did you? If you would let them meet me sooner, none of this would have happened.
Boss! I cannot hand your grand enterprise over to people we know nothing about.
You are the one who hired us? The boss of the Sinwish Syndicate?
That's me. I am Polewave, current leader of the Sandwich Syndicate. My apologies. Our gang is full of roughnecks. I will make sure they are disciplined. As for that business, we'll discuss it upstairs. Everyone else, clear out!
All the best.
Long time no see, Lady Tingyun. It's been a while since we last met in Penacony.
I am truly grateful for your quick thinking. To avoid revealing too much, I made up false names and titles for you two just now. If you were offended, then I beg your forgiveness. This place is a hotbed of trouble. What brings you two here?
When Sunday and I contacted the Shenzhou delegation, they asked for our help. They claimed someone from their group had lost their way here in a foreign land and was captured by a local gang, and they wanted us to help. It was clear there was more to the story, but we came anyway.
Who would have thought? It turned out to be true.
Lost? Captured. There must be some misunderstanding. Alas, this rumor was likely a destiny arranged by Madame Yao.
Did you just say Madame Yao? Do you mean the seer strategist from the Xianzhou Yucue?
I happened to hear of her back in Penacony too. They say she is the diviner general, one who lives in seclusion. Did the Alliance send her this time? Lady Tingyun, you stepped into such danger yourself. Do you have a vital mission?
You two are no strangers, so I will speak plainly. She's the one who sent me here on this mission. The Sinwish Syndicate invited the notorious Xianzhou's #1 assassin with the intention of hiring this person to participate in the Phantom Moon Games. But the delegation's intelligence revealed that the person was none other than the Stellaron hunter, Blade.
Him?
I assumed the title to come here to uncover why the Stellaron hunters are involved and how he will enter the game.
So, how's it going so far?
By sheer twists of fate, everything has gone smoothly so far. But as for what comes next, I still don't know anything either. Still, Madame Yao entrusted me with 3 pouches before I departed. Each said to hold a stratagem. Well, let us call them stratagems for now. And at this moment, it is time to open the second.
A strategy pouch?
So you revealed my identity after all. No worries, I've sent you some backup. Use them however you like. Open the third pouch only after you've met the Sinwish Syndicate's boss.
No wonder they also call Madame Yao the Crosstalk General.
The what, General?
It says the 2 of you will help me clear the way, so I can safely meet the Sinwish Syndicate's boss. What do you say?
This place is perilous. Of course, we will accompany you, Miss Tingyun. As for the Stellaron hunters, I too find them intriguing. Dan Heng, will you help me gather a bit more information?
Of course. Thank you, Sunday.
I gotta say, this place is decorated with a touch of style.
A gang does not always flaunt brute force. More often, they need to flaunt wealth.
Before I even realized, the scenery of Dovebrook became unrecognizable. Back then, who would have imagined iron hulks running wild on the streets? Little known as gang members being treated like vermin.
You didn't call us here just to reminisce, did you?
Of course not. Please forgive Korstide's rude little test. That narrow-minded fella never understands why young people flock to things that come from other planets. Like Megatron, the Masked Heroes, and the Astral Express. What he does not see is that while cosmic novelties are more enticing, red shots and hail from the cosmos are even more fearsome. Wouldn't you agree?
You're a clever one, so there's no point in keeping up this charade. We're not Xianzhou's #1 assassins. You knew that already, didn't you?
Yeah, I might not live as long as those Xianzhou folks, but I got a decent eye for sizing people up. You might not be the #1 assassins, right? But your skills surpass even such assassins. So I don't care who you are. I pay good money for a sharp blade. But I don't give a fig about its brand.
And where do you intend to use this blade?
On the Syndicate.
What?
No, don't get me wrong. I'm not looking for bloodshed. Instead, I intend to perform surgery on the Sinwish Syndicate. Hey, look here. Through certain connections, I secured this mass correlation. The entry pass to the Eonic game. Yeah, some covet this treasure, while others fear it as a curse. Now, you claim the name of Xianzhou's #1 assassins, huh? So surely you came for this. You want the god's reward, don't you?
You are our employer. Therefore, the festival's prize should rightfully be yours. What do you want from the Eon, Mr. Polwave?
Yeah! I harbor no such unrealistic desire. I'll leave this prize for you to claim as your reward. I'm happy enough to share in a bit of your glory. Whether you win or lose, all I ask is that when the press comes a-knocking, you say this. You were sponsored by the Sandwich Syndicate of Toughbrook. That is enough for me.
So this is a sponsorship deal? The Sinwish Syndicate only wants fame?
Since we are not truly in your employ, are you not afraid we might break our promise and ignore your request?
If you truly cared nothing for what I asked, why even raise the question, huh? As I said before, I may not have the long life of the Xianzhou people, but I do know how to judge people.
One more question from me, please. Why are you so set on chasing fame?
In plain Arcadia, imagination exists due to wish power. And that wish power comes from the attention, curiosity, and demands humans place upon these imagination. The Sinwish Syndicate was founded to provide for those imagination who were ignored, had no wish power, and were not needed by humanity. Unfortunately, ever since that seashell woman rose to power, our path of blood and violence had run its course. That's why I want the Sinwish Syndicate to take on a new form. One that will draw more attention than ever before. The Sinwich Strangeling Pension Foundation, huh? What do you think of the name?
It's a cozy and heartwarming name.
So, will the three of you, accept this job?
Mr. Polwave's goal is surprisingly grounded. A gang leader won't survive this long by relying on bodyguards. It's about having a sharp instinct for survival.
He wants to launder his gang clean, but that will not be easy. In my view, the underboss may not see eye to eye with his boss. My thanks to you both. With your protection, I managed to leave without harm. Yet, we carried off the mask meant for the so-called Xianzhou's #1 assassin. When I think of it that way, this mask feels thorny in my hands.
man. He seeks to enter the Phantom Moon Games? What does he plan to do?
Whatever his purpose, this matter is grave. I'm afraid I must take my leave for now and report to General Yao Guang before making any decisions.
No need for that. I've been waiting here for you all for some time.
Madam Yao, you came in person?
Well, you see, I must admit I passed false information to the two behind you, sending them on a wild goose chase. I should personally ask for their forgiveness. As for why I am here, Miss Tingyun, you still have not opened the third pouch, have you?
That's true.
Whatever they give you, just take it all and bring them to me.
What kind of after-the-fact strategy is this?
General, had you spoken plainly, Sunday and I would never have refused you. Why did you lie to us and claim that someone was lost and captured?
I didn't lie. If not for the appearance of the former Vidyadhara High Elder and the runaway Master of Penacony, Miss Tingyun would still be trapped in those brutes' endless probing. Her being lost and captured was exactly the future I divined. I also foresaw bloodshed awaiting the Sinwish Syndicate. Had it come true, it would have been because Miss Tingyun failed to restrain her strength during the clash. Yet, with you two here, the gangsters' lives were spared.
You even foresaw the anomaly with my body.
Sometimes even when fate is foreseen, it cannot be changed. Fortunately, things did not come to the worst. As for Mr. Sunday, I've heard so much about you. With my 1,000 feathered eyes, I had the privilege of watching the broadcast of your entire goddess-ending feat in Penacony from far away. Truly magnificent.
Let's not speak of that misstep anymore, General. Rather, we have brought back the mask, as you asked. How do you intend to use it? Surely not just to hold it and block the Stellaron Hunter's entry.
That was the plan, but from one cause sprang 100 outcomes. Now that the mask is in my hands, there are many possibilities. What do you say about using it to lure Blade here and strike him down together? Or perhaps I could wear the mask myself and personally compete in the Phantom Moon Games. That'd be interesting, right? Each mask used is gone for good. The Stellaron hunters will be left with a real headache. That'd be truly killing two birds with one stone.
Madam Yao, This is deadly business. It's no laughing matter.
Deadly. Miss Ting-Yun, that is exactly why I am here. Not to put blade in his grave, that is. His ties to the Xianzhou have long since frayed. There was no need for me to snatch someone else's assignment and come here only for his sake.
Snatch someone else's assignment?
So the Xianzhou envoy was supposed to be someone else?
To be frank, this journey to plain Arcadia was meant for Jingyuan, the divine foresight. The Lawfu Cloud Knights recently returned from the great battle against Iron Tomb, and the honor should have been his. Yet, before his departure, I cast several divinations on all parties involved and received this result.
Incineration, death, abandonment. I may not know divination, but even I can tell that there is no good omen.
Unfortunately, the two top diviners of the Yuchui and the Lafu, in other words, my junior soarer, Fu Xuan, and I, cross-checked each other's extrapolations and came to the same astonishing conclusion. An Arbiter General will fall in this Arcadia of elation.
Even so, you're still taking the mission meant for Jingyuan?
Yes, I contacted the Marshal and took over the task. I've simply never seen such a bizarre fate and wanted to witness it.
Even if it means your death?
It's only death. If I can die in these Phantom Moon games to achieve a moment of godhood, then my death won't have sullied the Xianzhou's honor. Miss Ting-Yu, hand me the mask. Well done. You have hit your fitness goal. Another active and fulfilling day.
Sorry, Sunday. My body instinctively sensed danger.
Once the mask for joining the Phantom Moon games is worn, it binds tightly to the supplicant and manifests the shape of the wearer's soul. I read something like this in the Views of the Universe from a Star Skiff. It's confirmed now. This mask is indeed genuine. Congratulations, Mr. Sunday. You're now a supplicant in the Aeonic game.
What exactly are you trying to do, Seer Strategist? Twice now you've acted without warning. Do you mean to make an enemy out of the Astral Express?
Dan Hong, let me take care of this.
Sunday, are you planning to fight?
Don't worry, I'm no match for this general. General Yao Guang, how do you pierce my thoughts? I ran a check with my tuning, and there were no signs of any outside intrusion.
They say a diviner can't read hearts. I call that the excuse of mediocrity. Mr. Sunday, you're fascinated by the Phantasmoon games. You even wondered, what if I wore this mask, didn't you?
You can even divine thoughts like that?
No, I'm simply good at seeing using my eyes. Though Mr. Sunday never asked to examine the mask, he's glanced at it at least 3 times since we started the conversation. Given the character and manners of someone as noble as him, I can't think of any motive for this action but genuine interest.
Sunday?
Yes, I did think of it. For a moment. I even considered putting it on.
So, I merely gave you what you desired. This is no trap. It's just an unexpected gift. During the Phantasmoon games, I'll give every ounce of aid I can to help you seize your chance to have an audience with the Eon.
General Yao Guang, as far as I know, throwing out heavy profits first is usually a lure to make others lose. We've only just met. I don't understand why you'd go this far.
Why belittle yourself? Every move I've made is to carve a sliver of possibility from the impossible. With my eye of Ishvara, I see you're the only one in this land who doesn't need to do a thing for me. Simply acting on your own will can bring change.
Your own will? Indeed. Dan Heng, I do want to learn more about this world. Because this world of elation fascinates me. Is plain Arcadia truly a paradise? An Arcadia that its name claims. I once pursued a mistaken vision of paradise with stubborn resolve. Even now, I can't say for sure what a true paradise should look like. That's why I want to see with my own eyes whether this Arcadia lives up to its name.
So then, as long as Mr. Sunday acts, that omen of death Madame Yao foresaw.
Of course it would still come to pass. Did you think just a lavish gift could let you stroll out of Destiny's shackles alive?
Pardon me for butting in, but does the Xianzhou know about this?
This is such serious business. I'd never make this decision on my own. I've talked it over with the 6 charioteers of the Yuchue. If something happens to me, I'll line up a solid successor. She headed to the Yuchue on the day I left on this mission, just in case anything went wrong. There, with the other potential successors picked by the 6 charioteers, she'll train at the Omniscience Sapientia Academe in divination arts, war strategies, and civil governance.
You mean Lady Fushuan? She'd take over the Yuchue after you?
Fushuan? What Fushuan? If I don't make it back from this trip, maybe Qingchui from the Luofu Divination Commission could take the seer strategist position and command the Yuchue. Qingchui and Yuchue. Ooh, what a perfectly rhymed match. As for the details, shall we discuss this somewhere else, you 3?
Map says the Ashen Detective Agency should be right here. But why is there just a magazine publisher's office?
Holy for bowling! Her big drama hit Graphia Academy!
A furbo? Taking photos? You really can find anything in the land blessed by Aha. Let's go ask for directions.
They really are cute.
Let's get down to business. I can stroll around later. Hey, little furbo. Know if there's an Ashen Detective Agency nearby?
Beats me. But if I find 10,000 credits on the ground, I might recall the spot.
10,000 for directions? Fine. Job first. Oh, wow. Looks like 10,000 credits from my account just hopped to end up in yours for no reason. Now, spill.
Whoa! Generous, miss. The place you're looking for is upstairs. That detective's renting my boss's space for his agency. But he's zonked out in the day, and his doors are locked at night. No clue how he earns any money. Maybe he's a vampire?
So they're closed? Then how do I meet this Ashen Detective?
Beats me. But if I find 50,000 credits on the ground, I might recall that too.
You stinky furbo! Begging for a smack! Scamming our guest! I'm narrator, receptionist at the Ashen Detective Agency. I'm the assistant of that Mr. Detective.
Narrator? What sane person gives their pet that name?
That would be the dude upstairs. By the way, that mangy furbo didn't fleece you, right?
It did. A full 10,000.
Do you want me to catch that sneaky furbo for you and get your money back?
Nah, save your breath. Got it fixed. Money's back in my account, plus the last 26.5 credits from that guy's account balance.
Oh, not bad, Concordian hacker.
You seem pretty knowledgeable. So, would you mind showing me the way?
This way, please, Ms. Hacker. Sorry, but you will have to take a side path. The landlord of this magazine office fled to dodge his debts, and creditors have been storming in one after another. In the end, Mr. Detective sealed the front door entirely.
So, there's even a shooting button. That's interesting. Why are there so many furbos?
They're all employees of this magazine company.
this scene feel like a punishment round from a game?
Office survival's way more brutal than any game.
detective lives?
Yes, his office and living quarters are one and the same. It is a little shabby, I admit. At this hour, he is probably fast asleep. Visitors here are rare indeed.
Visitors being rare. That really does sound a little sad.
Please, come with me. I will wake him at once.
Let's get down to business. I can stroll around later.
Time to get up, Mr. Ashvale.
Times do I have to say it? Just leave the delivery at the door. To disturb my sleep?
Mr. Ashvale, this lady is not here for food delivery.
Oh, then she must be here to kill me.
Sadly, not that either.
What do you mean, sadly?
Not here to deliver food and not here to kill me. How strange. Oh, then you must be a client. You are here to hire me for a case.
Your order of guesses is a little heartbreaking. Yes, I am here to commission you. Something has been stolen.
Oh, What did you lose?
A person, along with an ancient mask that should have been mine.
Interesting. Are you here to join the Fantasy Moon Games?
At that moment, a cloud of suspicion rises in the detective's mind. Who exactly is this girl?
Mr. N, stop the voiceover when we're talking business.
Oh, stop! You pay me 900 credits an hour plus 2 bananas just for this, don't you?
Yes, but at least throw me a few clues while you work. Between a detective and their assistant, at least one of them should know a thing or two about deduction, right?
A name flashed through the otherwise empty mind of the detective. This unremarkable-looking girl was, in fact, one of the top 10 most wanted terrorists on the IPC's bounty list, a Stellaron hunter.
Kafka!
It's Silverwolf! She's Silverwolf! Mr. Ashvale, did you get your head caught in the fridge door or something?
I feel like I need to wipe my personal data again.
One of the Interastral Peace Corporation's most wanted fugitives with the highest bounties comes to commission a broke detective. Ooh. I have seen plenty of stories like this. So, the next thing would be me getting dragged into a massive conspiracy and forced to run for my life, right?
Drop the paranoia. I came to you because I hacked into the Security Bureau's criminal record system. What I found was shocking. In all those bizarre police cases, you were hired again and again. The curious case of the Harmony Sect Communion, the mystery of the Ghost Bullet Worm Express, the serial ghost resurrection incident, the super non-serial locked room murders at Kooky House, you helped solve them all. You may not be the most famous, but you're probably the most capable detective around here, right?
He is nothing private anymore. Whatever, tell me, how did you lose your mask?
Today was supposed to be our meeting with the Sinwish Syndicate.
All right, now let's talk about the commission fee.
Excuse me, I haven't even finished my sentence yet.
A true great detective can know a case without ever leaving the room.
While he sleeps, I gather the intel. We already have the basics about today's fiasco with the Sinwish Syndicate, and those 3 Xianzhou #1 assassins who scammed the mask.
Can you handle it? Money is not a problem. Do you take dirty money?
Sorry, no dirty money. And please do not withdraw your payment plus the account balance after paying.
Oh, then how about this? This is the IPC's turf, right? Turn me in for the bounty. You take the reward, and I bolt afterward. We Stellaron hunters sometimes use that trick to raise funds.
Or maybe we could discuss the possibility of taking dirty money. 30 million credits. Pay us after the work's done.
Deal. I'll try to get that money over the next few days. Here's my contact info. Update me the moment you have any news.
Pay us after the work? When did our office have a rule like that?
That rule got made just now. Oh, my dear Mr. N, did you truly want to take dirty money? I have come up with another way to make money. Let me reach out to a certain big shot first. Madam Pearl, I've obtained solid intel.
Mr. Ashvale, the chance of you initiating a call at this hour is under 5%. Let me guess. Perhaps you are finally ready to consider my offer.
No, I found the trail of the Stellaron hunters. They are here in plain Arcadia, and they even plan to crash the Phantasmoon Games. I can send you her coordinates quietly, without anyone noticing.
Quietly, without anyone noticing.
The Phantasmoon Games? When your IPC chose to speedrun it, it was fated to be more than just a game of fun. You want me to take part? That is asking a bit much of an old man.
We should have taken that hacker's deal earlier and turned her in for the bounty.
An unexpected bonus. So Pearl still has other masks hidden away. That makes things much easier. Seems that listening in on one's partners after wrapping up business is a habit worth keeping. Hey, lady, where are you?
Did you find the mask?
Not yet, but I've got a new lead. We might have lost one mask, so I just need to find another.
Fine. Promise me this. Next time, don't take contracts on the dark web using names like Xianzhou's #1 assassin.
Okay. By the way, can you tell me what script Elio gave you this time?
A completely blank page.
So, what you're saying is that this Miss Sparksy, who was originally just a virtual avatar, has now crossed into reality and taken an entire school's staff and students hostage. I get it. So it's just a typical case of the idiogenerative imagine phenomenon. Yeah, you could say that, according to the old superstition. Modern science believes that when something receives excessive attention, it would suddenly gain life and becomes an imagine due to the accumulation of too much wish power.
What kind of modern science is that supposed to be?
Plain Arcadia's modern science, of course. Outworld visitors might find this kind of thing strange, but it's not exactly rare around here. Certain historical eras had imagine popping up non-stop like mushrooms after a shower. Things are different now, but if you're not careful, you might still find characters from popular comics suddenly show up in the flesh. Sorry, it's a bit of jargon there. Idiogenerative here means something born of chance and circumstance. These imagine arise from incidental events. That's quite different from progenitive imagine, which reproduce by having artists draw their offspring. Heading out? Where to? Oh, you mean going to Graphia Academy to arrest this illegal imagine? We can't. I just received notice from the Department of Aberration Defense. The first supplicant of these Phantasmoon games has revealed herself, and she's none other than Miss Sparksy, the one you mentioned. Although you're honored guests of the Astral Express, you seem completely unfamiliar with the laws and customs of this world. During the Phantasmoon games, we do not traditionally interfere with supplicants' actions. That's their privilege. In other words, since she's a supplicant, we security officers can't do anything unless she causes actual harm. You say she took a school hostage, but the intel I have says otherwise. Oh, right. The news broadcast is about to start. Here to watch?
Hello, everyone! Welcome to Full Wish TV's special news segment, Arcadian Morning Report. I'm your host, Poofy.
Hi, everyone! I'm your host, Snowy!
We've entered year 1999 of the Arcadian calendar. What an exciting time! Just one more year until the new millennium.
Over 500 years ago, a famous prophet made a prediction. In year 1999, a terrifying devil will descend from the sky. Will this prophecy come true? Can Plain Arcadia safely make it through this crucial year?
You idiots! Are you cursing our viewers? They didn't tune in to hear your fear-mongering nonsense. Just read the news and stick to it.
Yes! Incredibly, after just 15 years, the Phantasmoon is full again, and the time for the Phantasmoon Games is upon us once more. Surely a blessing for the master relation upon us, Arcadia!
Which supplicants will appear in these Phantasmoon games? And what mind-blowing miracles will they bring to everyone? With permission from the Department of Aberration Defense, we'll be following and reporting on the Phantasmoon games from start to finish. Just now, the first masked supplicant has appeared.
How intriguing! Who are they, and where did they come from? Let's take a look. Wow! Internet famous streamer Miss Sparksy announced 2 hours ago that she's donning a mask to become a supplicant. The Department of Aberration Defense has confirmed the news is authentic.
As an idiogenerative imagine, Miss Sparksy's birth wasn't approved by the Department of Aberration Defense. But that hardly matters at this point. What sort of miracle does this live streamer plan to produce during the Phantasmoon games? Let's switch over to her stream and see.
Yoo-hoo! And we're back from the commercial break. A big thank you to Love Insurance for being the title sponsor of today's Sparkstacular Arcadian Adventures livestream. One person, 1,000 faces. 1,000 faces, one person. Who will Sparksicle become today? Ta-da! Time for the big reveal! Everyone, follow along with me, Sparksy of Arcadia Academy, as we check out how our new transfer student is settling in. Marge, say hi to the camera. Sparksy! Don't you dare mess with me! I, March, am not someone you can easily push around! I'll have you know I'm the disciple of General Jing Yuan of the Luofu and General Huayan of the Xu Ming. I've undergone rigorous Xianzhou sword training. Others might fear me, but I sure don't. My, March seems quite worked up. Is it because she's a bit nervous about her first live interview? Alright then. Now, let me interview my colleague, Mr. Yang. Alright, that wraps up our interview for now. Let me give you all a sneak peek at what's coming up in our next live stream. Thank you all for your wholehearted support. Sparksicle will work hard to repay your kindness. In 3 hours, I'll be hosting a special live stream performance, Sparksicon, alongside our special guests, the legendary Nameless from the Astral Express, who have carved countless legends across the cosmos. Tell your friends, your family, even your enemies. Let's set aside all grudges and meet in the stream to witness the most dazzling sparks light up plain Arcadia!
Now, see, Miss Sparksy was just doing a program with your friend. It's fine, really. Have you seen shows like that before? You know, where celebrities go somewhere to do everyday jobs, like those reality shows where they trade places with regular people. She picked Graphia Academy as a target. That school had its fair share of trouble 15 years ago, too.
So these are the Nameless of the Astral Express?
That's hilarious! I heard they're supposed to be great heroes who saved other worlds. Look at them now! Switching to comedy in a heartbeat.
Darn it! Soon the whole of plain Arcadia will be saying Sparksy caught the Astral Express crew in one go and made us the butt of jokes. Our reputation would also turn into her trophy.
Right. Please keep this Moon Games emergency response guide safe. Some sections in it might come in handy.
If there's nothing else, I'll be going now. See ya.
See? I told you so. Even calling the police was useless. Right now, you're their only hope. And that red boss lady of yours. She's here too.
Are you all right? Did you get hurt when you ran away? So, March and Welt are both trapped in Graphia Academy now? And that girl called Sparksy took the mask too. No, it's not your fault. I underestimated the complexity of the situation behind these games. Coming back to my homeland was meant to be a relaxing vacation for everyone. And I also wanted you and March to experience the atmosphere of elation in this world. Throughout the history of the Phantom Moon games, there have been many instances of cooperation between supplicants. But this time, forces from across the cosmos have turned this into their own high-stakes poker table. Rather than honoring the elation, these players are far more eager to savor victory for themselves, itching to knock everyone else out of the game. Sparksy is one such troublemaker. It's dangerous to rush back to school on courage alone, when we don't know what Sparksy has done and what she's planning to do. For every supplicant, there are 3 key acts that must be completed once the Phantom Moon games begin. The roll call, the miracle, and the promotion. Sparksy has completed the roll call. She took the mask and declared her entry into the games, drawing everyone's attention to the news that the first supplicant has appeared. Next, she must strive to make a miracle happen, bear the people's wishes, and answer with a great feat. If I'm not mistaken, Sparksy is waiting for us to walk right into her trap. For her, there couldn't be a better opponent than the Astral Express for this first battle between supplicants. What could be more earth-shattering than defeating a renowned cosmic hero on a battlefield of her own meticulous design? So here's the question, Sparkle. Based on what you know about this imposter, what's her real agenda for joining the games? Simply toying with and defeating the Express crew alone won't be enough. What kind of world-shaking miracle is she after?
Sure, she's a fake. But she's still a fake of Miss Sparkle. Guessing won't get us far. If you ask me, we should check out the tavern. Might find some leads there.
The Masked Fool's headquarters. The World's End Tavern.
That's right. How could we pull off something this insane without Miss Sparkle's prized collection I've been hoarding all these years? That imposter must have known this well. Before this operation, she definitely went to the tavern, using my name. Most fools can't tell the difference between me and that imposter. Or maybe they just don't care. But if we can find out who I talked to and which treasures I stole from my collection of items, we'll naturally figure out what that imposter is up to.
That's a good plan, but I can't let you act alone. Can you take both of us into the tavern?
Take this business card. The address of the tavern is printed on it. However, you'll have to find your own way to the tavern. That's been the rule since it was established, and there's nothing I can do about it. Since there's still time, I'll head out first. You two can come over when you're ready.
more than we need her. Relax. To step into the Elation's right, what you need the most is ease. Don't dance to your enemy's tune. Find your own rhythm. Now it's our turn to set the steps. Dovebrook District. It's been a while since I've been home. Perfect timing. Don Hung and Sunday have made some new discoveries. I asked them to meet up with us later. Don't get your hopes up too high. Looks like this vacation trip has gone right back to our usual trouble magnet mode.
Now this is the kind of vacation the Nameless just has to savor.